Hello, I'm happy to be with you again to share a little of God's light. There have been so many tragedies of late, with Hurricane Ida hitting the eastern coast of the U.S., followed by Hurricane Nicholas, devastating the homes and businesses of so many. And then there have been recent earthquakes in Haiti and Mexico, and fires burning the western edges of the U.S., and in Germany and Turkey. So much darkness and despair. It could be easy to start looking down and get discouraged by all this, especially if you feel there's not much you can do about it. But what if there were something you could do about it? What if you could actually help to turn on the light that would cheer someone's way and help them look up and not get discouraged, but help them to have the will to fight on? Our verse for the day is all about turning that light on. Daniel chapter 12, verse 3, which says, "And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever." And in the Living Bible translation, it reads like this: "And those who are wise, the people of God, shall shine as brightly as the sun's brilliance, and those who turn many to righteousness will glitter like stars forever." These words were actually talking about the end of time and how those that follow and obey God will shine like the stars. Jesus also said, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hid." In other words, if you have Jesus and give him first place in your life, your light can't be hidden unless you choose to let it be hidden. Try lighting a candle and then putting it under a cup or a bucket. It immediately goes out. Unfortunately, this is what many Christians do. They've received Jesus and his glorious light, but refuse to let it shine or tell others about it. They're simply, but sadly, putting their light under a bushel. Let's look at Daniel 12:3 again. It tells us that if we are wise, we're going to shine with God's light, so much so that we will shine like the stars in the sky. Have you ever looked up on a clear and starlit night? It's truly awesome to gaze up at the brightness of the stars and to realize that they have been there, shining down since the beginning of time, and will continue to do so until time ends. That is what Jesus wants to do through you. He wants his light to shine out to the people of the world who are lost and in darkness. God's stars shine day and night, and even if sometimes they're hidden by clouds, they're still shining. They have no choice. But we do. We have the choice to either let our light shine or to hide it under a bushel. And how do we do that? By letting it shine. By being wise and turning others to righteousness, to Jesus' love and salvation. So many times when I've stopped to share God's love with someone, I can actually feel my own heart encouraged and filled with joy and light. I can see that light reflected also in the eyes and smiles of those whose days have been changed and lightened with this simple act of obedience. How about you? Are you going to be wise and let your light shine? Then not only will you help to light the world, as Jesus promised, but you will shine as the brightness of that brilliant night sky. Thank you for being with us today, and don't forget to let your light shine so others will see and glorify your Father which is in heaven.